bearing that you all did here. So I can come in, give me a little bit of help floor. Well, get right closer to rotate. Stay right there. Now, just kind of lift that hip up, rotate into my finger. Good. Without moving. Good. Hold, hold, hold. Now bring it back and down to me here. No, don't change your angle there. Push right to there. Good. That's it. Come on, more. There you go. More. Good. Hold. Holding. Arms straight out in front of you. Great. And turn towards me a little. Good. And hold right there. I can make it work. Whatever I want to do. Get to center. Hold right there. Come on now. Hold. 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 Little isometric holds. Contract and relax. Make it up as you go along. Have them rotate. Putting them in a semi weight bearing position. And going to the next phase. The other leg. Okay. This is all in your notes. Just TK didn't write it out. They're just listed out as possibilities of where you want to go. What's the ultimate goal? Movement, which would be walking. So resisted gait. So if I can get, come on down. Rolling stool. Any quicker? Yeah, thank you. So we want to move this into face. So take a step right through there. And so if I'm going to have him take a step with his left leg, I can get your form. Push right here. Start here. Start here. Approximately. Roll to your toe. Get weight bearing on your toe. Left toe. Left toe. Only forward. Stay there. Roll to your toe. Come on. To your toe. Push up to me. Now put forward. Forward. Put forward. Take a step. Left. Come on. Good. 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 All the way. And how easy is it? I had to get, this is not a negative, I mean, I had to ease up tremendously on my pressure because he couldn't get it at all when I was first pushing. I had to let up quite a bit. I fell into my own mistake, thinking he was stud junior here, that I added too much resistance too early. So that was on me. So let's do that again. Take the same step. Right here, start with this. Finish up. Don't change anything here. Relax that ball. Just going to bring the ASI initiate flexion. Switch up, get up here, bring it. Stay back a little. Come on, come on. There you go, that's better. Now bring it, step all the way, and then I relax after that because I don't need resistance once he's past that point, right? He's going into more of an eccentric aspect, right? To control the limb from coming down, so I don't resist that. And then I would immediately come over to this side. Come on, again. Come on, bring it. And easing off, and then stepping in. Here we are already. Tall, come on. Good. Easing off, and I'm already over here. Come on, come on. And so I'm going to teach gait to initiate from his core instead of what's the normal gait pattern that we normally see in most people. Kind of a femoral ambulator. They kind of pull themselves along. And I want to initially get to that so that I get him utilizing that glute to and his lower extremity to propel himself forward. And that's what I'm trying to get him to do, is propel versus pull himself along. Does that make sense? Because most people are what we call femoral ambulators. They kind of pull themselves in to get a little bit of internal rotation aspect, maybe even a little heel whip. And so we call it femoral ambulation. And they never get to hip extension. That foot never goes behind them. They're all here. Everything's in front of them. Everything's pulling them along instead of propelling them along. And so when I'm training gait, I want to initiate him to propel himself forward. And I'll start that with here so that I can get, you notice I asked him to get to his toe, and I'll progress that and I'll resist down here so he really has to push with that toe to push it forward. Okay? Because I want to have him propel himself forward. Okay? Play around with that in high kneeling.